Well, it's been a few months, but I figured I'd drop in and maybe do one today or tomorrow, for my 19 subscribers. The summer has been okay. A lot of a lot of research, intelligence stuff, type work. I 7 months ago I started under contract with a company from New Hampshire called BAM Public Safety, and it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. It's been amazing to see their growth, not only into camps, but professional sports. Um, a lot of events, a lot of big events in New Hampshire for them this year, and I think next year they're going to probably triple what they're doing on top of their static work. Matter of fact, right now, over the last 2 or 3 days, I've been trying to track down some patrol cars. For he has a couple projects that he can't move forward on until he gets them, and it's been normally you can get some of these cars for $5,000 or $6,000, and now you get those $5,000 or $6,000 cars, and they're $10,000 or $11,000. So it's been a lot of work. I just watched an auction in Vermont. Where it was a cop car that had 240,000 miles on it, and I think it was like a 2010 or 2009 or something like that, and it's still auctioned for almost $8,000, which is crazy. I don't know if that's a Cletus thing or is that just that much need or want for these type vehicles, but it's ridiculous. So it's been great with BAM. I consider Brian, a brother. It's been awesome, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And they also do nationwide consulting for sports and the entertainment industry, and um, they got some big things coming up. They got some big things on the horizon, so it's always awesome to see that kind of stuff. Last month, I started working, or actually, take that back. Beginning of summer, I started a relationship with a company called JBI Securities. I had 6 or 7 festivals um, that I needed to find security for, and they were able to fill that role, and they did a fabulous job. And they went through, I think their last one was just this last weekend, and it had some travel in it, but they did real well, and they handled themselves. And indie festivals aren't the best situations sometimes because you're dealing with people who really don't know what security is. They've only seen the downside of it, and everyone's concerned about bullies, but at the same time, you know, uh, I could say some other stuff that's mind-boggling with some of these people. But anyway, last month they took me under contract, kind of doing the same thing, work. Kind of stuff. A lot of research, a lot of intelligence. They want to take some big swings at some things and maintain what they're doing. They also do bail bonds, which is pretty unique for a security company. It's a separate division, same owner, but different guys. Their executive protection is actually they actually do real well, and they've had some pretty high end clients, and especially educational, political kind of stuff. So, both these companies have been off and running. I just help with the push. I take on most of their fights. So it doesn't go directly, back to them. I try to steer away from issues for both of them, and luckily there's been none. Both guys conduct themselves very well. Both guys take care of their employees extremely well. So it's been fun. Still short a little bit, money wise on a couple things. I'm still looking. There's a couple other companies that are interested. One's in Pennsylvania, which I really hope will they go, because I absolutely love Pennsylvania, and from where these guys are, or the area, they're located within Adams County, which is Gettysburg, so. And then there's a company out of California that I've been talking to, but I'm leery about California companies because there's one out there right now that owns me a couple a couple grand on work from last year that they benefited from, and just felt like they didn't need to pay. So I think that's about it. I think, tomorrow we'll get into a little more information on some things. Both of these clients have been revamping their social media and websites. BAM completely revamped their website. So if you want to take a look at them, it's called BAM Public Safety, and they're out of New Hampshire. They're out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Amazing, amazing company. I can answer any questions that you might have. The other one is out of White Lake, Michigan, called JBI Securities. And that owner is Juan. Again, an amazing, amazing guy. And it's weird because there's already some, we have connections in other things, that have turned out to be pretty fruitful. So, when you make a judgment, like, I think I look harder for the companies than I think the companies look for a guy like me because, besides, looking out for them or fighting for them, they have to have the right stuff. I'm good, but I can't take a company that's not going to make it and push it. I could probably push it for a couple months because there's a couple here in Michigan that's been riding on my coattails for the last couple of years on the big events. One being a drag event, and then another one is hip hop, sort of stuff that I'm not gonna talk bad about anybody, but so it's good to see these owners out there or companies out there, one that are willing to take care of their people, and they're willing to listen. I, as a consultant, they don't have to do everything I ask them. That's not the way it works. But it's working with both these guys has been pretty amazing. I don't know what keeps catching my eye over here, but I really have an issue looking over here. Jackson's gotten bigger. I don't know if he wants to pop up here so everybody can see him. Jackson, you want to pop up here? Come here. Come here. Come on up here. That's Jackson. Oh, you can barely see him. Oh. Yeah, no. He just got done eating, so he's been kind of butt. And then the kids are outside driving them crazy. I know, you're the kids, huh? Great dog, though. Name's Jackson. Jackson. But anyway, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow.